Hey, it's Brooklyn Ty at Brooklyn Ty NYC. What's the word? Hey, it's Brooklyn Ty, and you're tuned into What's the Word podcast. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For some of y'all, I'll say welcome back. This is episode 4 of season 2, and I appreciate you all for tuning in. As always, thank you to those who have been sharing my podcast and my blogs and telling a friend to tell a friend, buying my merch, following me on social media. You know, I appreciate you spreading love. It's the Brooklyn Ty way. If this is your first time, where have you been? But as always, better late than never. So again, I welcome you. Make sure you check out my previous episodes and my blogs. Subscribe to my website so you never miss out on what's in store, on upcoming episodes, and what's happening possibly in your area. I'll keep you, updated with all of that stuff. It's www.brooklyntynyc.com, and that's BKLYNTYENYC.com. You can also shop my merch, like I stated earlier. I have tees, hoodies, sweatshirts, double-sided totes, and more. So go and support and spread love. Follow me on social media, Twitter and IG. I'm heavier on IG at Brooklyn Ty NYC, and that's BKLYNTYENYC. And so let's get going. Let's start the show.
What's up, everybody? This is Steph Love, and you are tuned in to What's the Word podcast with Brooklyn Ty.
So happy 2023, everyone. How long do y'all think it's going to take y'all to stop writing 2022? I'm already still kind of like noticing that when I go back to look at something and I put a date, I'm like, ugh. So as always, it's going to take us a little bit. It usually takes me about a month or so, but I write a lot. So I'm always writing a date. And so it doesn't take me long to like adapt to the new year. But before I officially start the show or this episode, I want to remind you all to please check on your loved ones, the people you care about. This includes your neighbors, your local cashier, barista, bus driver, the people that you see on a daily basis. We are losing the ones that we love to suicide at such a high rate. It's really scary. Folks who smile in our faces that we see all the time, and you think, they're loving life, got it going on. But in reality, they're suffering in silence. So besides that, we also have to worry about others doing harm to the ones we love, because it's a lot of that took place, in 2022. Like people just killing people due to jealousy, envy, hate, ridiculousness. Like the reasoning is selfish, dumb, stupid, but I do also want to let y'all know I will be introducing a new segment called TE TYME, which will be mainly my daughter Essence. She'll tell you more about that later in the show. I don't have a special guest for this episode either, because I just have a lot of random stuff I wanted to talk about on this first episode for the new year. And, kind of just shoot the shit a little bit. I am going to keep it basic, continuing with, what I'm listening to, what I'm watching, reading, and of course, people I think you should know. But now let's get into Ty Talks.
Hey, you want to know what the word is? You got to holler at Brooklyn Ty. She spreads love the Brooklyn way. It's DJB, Fresh Radio, Fresh Topia, Philly, the VA, Scratch Mechanics is the crew, all right?
So we'll start with some good, fun, exciting talk before I go into all the sad, dumb, and craziness that, no matter how much I try to avoid it, it's still certain things that I feel I need to discuss or bring up or mention. But first, let me tell y'all how your girl, Prairie, and that would be me, I'm about to take a trip to Africa. Yes, Africa, the motherland. If you can't tell, I'm excited. I'm not packed yet, but I'm excited. This trip has been being planned and prepared since 2019, ways before COVID was even a thing. I've been wanting to go to Africa since I was 10 years old. Like my aunt got to live there for a few years. And at the time, I just wasn't that person to fly, especially by myself, especially on a long flight. So yeah, I'm just getting there at 45 and it's always in God's time. Always. So I'm excited about that. I will be sharing my travels. I'm going to do like a vlog. I'm going to take pictures. I'm going to do like some sort of writing to give y'all the experience that I have. I have been kind of like in my head on how to document what I want to document. I don't want to take away from the experience by just, always having my camera up or, not paying the most attention to details where I need to be because I'm so trying to capture the moment instead of living the moment. So, stay tuned for that. I'm going to figure it all out, but it's going to be amazing. I'm actually going with my firstborn, my mother, my twin sisters, and my youngest sister, and also a few of their friends. Like for this experience, it's going to be life-changing. I've been told, everyone that I know who has been to Africa has told me like they've gone there and have not come back the same. And I've actually seen people go and not come back the same for the better. So I'm excited. So stay tuned for that. Hip hop turns 50 years old this year. I am super excited about that as well. So many events that are like going to be happening. I'm already starting to get invites to certain things that I'll, tell y'all about as things get closer. They're also opening up a Universal Hip Hop Museum in the Bronx. That's going to be dope. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I'll be bringing as much as I can, but also, I also recommend you follow a lot of the hip hop legends who will be involved with a lot that's going on. So like whether DJs, rappers, producers, follow them, and I mean like legends, like, Big Zaddy Kane, Rock the Bells on Instagram, post a lot of good stuff. LL Cool J, Red Alert, Cool DJ Red Alert. It's just going to be a lot going on. So I really recommend that if you are a hip hop head, you do not miss out on what's going on. Pay attention to maybe your radio stations. I don't listen to radio. I don't listen to like local radio. I get my music in other ways. But because I know that a lot of DJs who are legendary DJs who will be involved in a lot of things going on in hip hop this year, they will be announcing things. So, pay attention to that. In other Black news for the culture, the Golden Globes happened and we have a few winners. So Angela Bassett, who, if you know me, I love her. She is my auntie in my head. She won supporting actress in a motion picture for Black Panther, of course. I found it interesting that Eddie Murphy won the Cecil B. DeMille Award. I had to look up what that was or who he was. Not Eddie Murphy, but Cecil B. DeMille. He's an American film director, producer, and actor between 1914 to 1958. He made 70 features, both silent and sound films. And he's basically considered the founding father of the American cinema. So I think that's dope that Eddie Murphy, won that award. Tyler James Williams, who is like from Everybody Hates Chris. He's also now one of the actors on Abbott Elementary with Quinta Brunson, who is the creator, writer, and all of that good stuff. He won, so congrats to him on that. He is actually very talented. When y'all get a chance, check him out. There's a video maybe on YouTube or maybe on Sway's page, The Real Sway, where Tyler is like spitting bars and he's going off. Like OWF off. Like he went in with some dope ass bars. So check him out. As far as awards, the Critics' Choice Awards happened as well, where Abbott Elementary won a few. A lot of people from Abbott Elementary won. So like, you know, the show itself won for Best Comedy Series, which is really dope, being that it's only like on its second season. Shirley Ralph won for Best Supporting Actress in a Series for Abbott Elementary as well. Angela Bassett, of course, won for Best Supporting Actress in Black Panther. And can I mention how Ruth E. Carter won for Best Costume Design for Black Panther, Black woman, Black girl magic. Yeah, she's dope. Y'all really need to check out, you know, the things that she's made in the past and also for this Black Panther film. If you haven't seen Black Panther, I don't think you're really missing out on much. It wasn't, to me, for me, it wasn't as enjoyable as the first one, but I'm a person who does not really like or care for sequels to anything. Also, speaking on like movies, I'm like kind of up in the air. I seen that they announced that Girls Trip Part 2 is coming out. Kind of up in the air, but they're doing it in Ghana, of all places. So I think I might be, you know, once I come back from Africa, I think I'm going to be interested in seeing it just to see like if they cover the spots and places that I went to on their trip. So I think that's all I have as far as like good Black news, but I did want to bring up and talk about just right quick, not long. I'm not going to hold you. But did y'all see the video of the substitute bus driver that refused to let the kids off the bus after school? Like while their parents were at the bus stop waiting for them to get off the bus. So I went on like a big rant the other morning. I don't know if I was just like going through packing anxiety, trip anxiety, just thinking about and reading about like the flight and how long. And, you know, I'm leaving. My youngest will not be attending the trip. My other daughter is away. My son is on tour. Like I just had like a lot of parental anxiety that was going on. But it just so happened I come across this video, which it's never really good for me. I don't know about y'all, but it's never really good for me to wake up in the morning and touch my phone and jump on social media. It's really not. It's like a lot of things from the day before that I should have seen that was sitting waiting for me to like tap in, and I didn't tap in. And then, you know, like, yeah, it's not good for me. So, but this particular day, the other day, I don't know why, I decided to go on a rant after seeing this video. And I don't know if it was the stupidity or the reason as to why, like on the caption of why she did not let the kids off the bus, but she ended up getting into an altercation as well with one of the parents who slapped her. I don't know. I wasn't clear in the video, like how the slap ended with the bus driver still being able to drive off with these kids. But all the parents joined forces. Somebody, like one of the cars got in the front of the bus. Another car got in like behind the bus. They had the bus surrounded, basically. The bus got stuck at a stoplight. And the next thing you know, kids are having to climb out the window to get out this bus. Kids are screaming because they don't know what's going on. And these are like elementary school. These are kids who may have, you know, this might be their first year experiencing taking the school bus. And to me, I just thought that was crazy. She's since been fired. But can you imagine with all that we have going on in today's world as it is, to now have to have your child experience this? Like, what is their mental after this? You don't know what their lifestyle or what their home life is. You don't know what other traumas they may have had in the past already. Like, and then you're just pulling off with them. They've never seen you before because you are a fill-in bus driver from their normal bus driver. And now you're not letting them be given to their parents who are standing there waiting for them to step off the bus. Like, that's crazy. So yeah, that just had me on like, when I say I went in. It was crazy. But anyway, so yeah, I just thought that I wanted to, I thought I just had to mention that because I wasn't sure if I was the only one who seen that. And am I the only one who like gets real riled up when you see other things happening to other kids? And it's like, that could never happen to me. I would be going to jail like expeditiously because when it comes to my kids, I blank out. When I see they're in harm, I blank out. Or like if I think or worry too much, which again, why I think I had went on this rant after seeing the video because, I'm going to a whole different country. I won't really have the best contact with my kids or a comfortable contact with my kids. I will only have one of my children with me. And yes, she is my oldest. But if you know anything about me, when it comes to my kids, I don't care how old they are. Like, they still have to have their locations on. They still have to not block me on social media, even though I know they be wanting to. They dead ass be wanting to, but they can't. So anyway, again, I just wanted to, I wasn't sure if y'all seen it, but I found it very interesting. Crazy. So, that's all I have for Tide Talks. And now let's get into the new segment with my daughter Essence. Now it's time for tea time.
Yo, what up, fam? It's your friendly neighborhood fly guy, Cool Kim. Hey, yo, I just want to send my condolences to everyone opposing this because right now I'm on What's the Word podcast with my sister, Brooklyn Ty. And listen, it ain't no lie. Anything we do, stay fly. You understand? Keep tuning in. So much more to come. Peace.
Hello, 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 everybody. I hope you're looking, doing, and feeling amazing. If you haven't gotten yourself something to drink, you better do that now because it is time for tea time. Now, before I get into it, my name is Essence. You may remember me from season 1, episode 2, and I'm Brooklyn Ty's daughter, the second one to be exact. And basically she is allowing me to just let you know what's on my mind for the week. I have a lot of things that I pay attention to. I'm very a big fan of drama. I'm a very big fan of politics, animals. Like, I'm a big fan of a lot of things. So I'm just going to talk about what's on my mind this week. And I wonder how you all feel about it. And yeah, so let's get into it. So the first topic I'm going to bring to you is a controversy that's been happening on TikTok and on social media in general about the May Ellie Rosemary Mint Scalp and Hair Strengthener. Now, you could probably think, what kind of drama could be starting from a hair product? But basically, a lot of Black women very, very much use that in their hair because it's very protective. It helps with the curls. It's very nurturing to the hair. My mom uses it. I use it. My sister uses it. I know a lot of people who absolutely love it. And recently, a white TikToker, she has a lot of followers. She was making TikToks about how well it was working in her hair for hair growth. And this has been blowing up. The prices have changed and you can't keep it in the shelves. So a lot of Black women are feeling that this is kind of wrong because my Ellie said that they weren't going to change the formula. And then they basically are starting to work with a lot of big brands. So the formula may change. A lot of people are having mixed feelings about all of this because, it's a Black woman, it's a Black-owned business, and she is booming. And that's how you see how powerful social media is. You probably wouldn't have seen her, but it blew up. And some people are just very upset and rightfully so, in my opinion, because this is all we really have. If you go into certain aisles, the line is long for hairstyles that aren't really workable for people with coily hair, curly hair. There's a lot of people struggling with that. And it's, to me, unfortunate because I'm happy she's booming and I'm happy it's helping a lot of people, but this is a trend. So some people are just running, buying it because they saw it and trying it in their hair, though it's not for their hair texture. And it just hurts a little bit, especially to the Black community, Black women anyway, that it is is gone, and it's less products that we're going to be able to use that's really well with our hair. And that we see that in shea butter, when shea butter or Cantu, and they got sold out by a big company, and now it just doesn't hit the same. You know what I mean? It's not as nurturing, it's not as good. I don't know, it's just not the best. And I feel always with trends, they're bound to die. And eventually that product would just be high and a lot of people won't be able to afford it anymore. So that's what my opinions on it. I feel like it's great, and I also feel like it's bad. I also see that happens a lot. Once a trend blows up, especially in the Black community, is in the media in a heartbeat, because I feel that a lot of people want to be like a lot of Black individuals, but they don't want the same struggle. So they love these things and affect other people, though some people may not mean it, and it's actually to grow their hair. And I've seen a lot of people on TikTok, white individuals anyway, that talks about how well it worked. And I think that's a really great thing, that it's helping some people, but it just really sucks because I saw another TikTok, and I'm a big person about TikTok, and I follow a lot of politics and just a lot of Black women on TikTok. And it's just really hurtful because there's a long line of products that everyone can use that will help. And there's a very small section. Sometimes the section is locked off. You can't even get to it. And, it's just, I don't know. I just feel like I have mixed feelings about it just because I see a lot of conflict within the white community, Black community. And this happens with a lot of things. Where it feels like things are being stolen or things are not hitting the same. And, I just feel that is, I don't know, it's just really interesting to me anyways. But basically, that is what's on my mind this time. Now, if you guys have anything that you want to talk to me about, you want to hear from me, please, please, please reach out to us on our social media. It's WTW_TETYME. And if you are more of an email person, you can reach out to us at thepodcast@gmail.com. So that again, that's thepodcast@gmail.com. And I appreciate you all just listening to a 24 just rant about nothing, honestly. But there's a lot of things that I witness in the media and I think are very interesting. So I'd be happy to talk about anything you guys think about. And I hope you look forward to the next one. Bye, everybody. And you keep that tea because there's going to be more from me. Bye now.
Hey, what's up, world? It's your girl, BK Medina, and I'm chilling with my girl, Brooklyn Ty. But What's the Word podcast? Check it out.
Hey, and that was Tea Time with Essence. So periodically, I'll be talking with her on some of the topics she brings, but be sure to follow Tea Time on social media. That's going to be at WTW_Tea Time, and that's TETYME. Because I don't want these episodes to go too long, we'll definitely be posting other topics that we may not be sharing on episodes. So again, follow us, WTW_TETYME on social media. So now let's get into what I'm listening to, watching, and reading.
What's up, y'all? This is Rashad Wright, Never Been Wrong, and you are tuned into What's the Word Brooklyn podcast with Brooklyn Ty.
Now, usually I give more than one, but I'm going to keep it brief. So starting with what I'm listening to, I have been on YouTube listening to 432 Hertz or HZ. Now, the last few weeks I've been listening to it at night before I go to bed. They say it helps with inner peace, making you calmer and happier. And so doing it before bed, it's really been helping me, and it's made a huge difference because now I'm waking up more at peace. My dreams have been calm, like a little bit more calmer because my thoughts are always running around. So my dreams be nightmares. It be interesting. I'm always running from something or running to something or ready to hurt somebody. So the last few nights have been very smooth going, calm setting. You lay down. You know, the weather's been kind of rainy in Virginia. Right now, ironically, I'm recording this from New York, which now it's raining as well. Try listening to 432 hertz. And then there's a few other hertz that you can listen to for various reasons. 432 has just been what's been working for me as of late. I haven't really tried any other ones, but this one, you know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So this is what I've been listening to. I would love for y'all to try it. I'll leave the link for the one that I specifically listen to. Try it out. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. As far as what I'm watching. Now, I've been wanting to share this with y'all for a minute, but I've been put on to some dope shit to watch. But have y'all watched Kaleidoscope on Netflix yet? When I tell you Giancarlo Esposito, he did an amazing job. He's a legendary actor. He's been on millions and millions of film, TV, all that, mainly film, but he did his thing in this freaking series. What's dope about it is that there's 8 series. The white one, now they break, usually episodes like 1, 2, 3, 4. They broke the episodes down in color. The white episode is the actual heist that takes place. And it's also the last one. And it's recommended that you don't watch don't watch it before any of the other ones. Let that be the last one. What's also interesting is that when I looked at some of my friends' Netflix, when you pull up Kaleidoscope, white is always last, but the sequence that the colors are presented are different. Like mine, I think was like blue, green, yellow, something like that. And then one of my friends was like red, yellow, pink, blue. Like it just went in a whole different other sequence. But you can literally watch it in any sequence that you want. And it's all going to come together at the end. Now, I did want to be an asshole and just, anytime somebody tells me not to do something, of course I want to do it. But I held strong and did not. So I really recommend that y'all don't watch the white. If I don't say nothing else, do not watch the white one until it's the last one. But to give you an idea, so again, it's a big heist that happens. It's a few actors that play along in this heist. So the colors are as follows. Pink is 6 months after the heist. Violet or purple is 24 years before the heist. Green is 7 years before the heist. Yellow is 5 weeks before the heist. Orange is 3 weeks before the heist. Blue is 5 days before the heist. Red is the morning after the heist. So, and again, like I said, white is the actual heist. So I really enjoyed this series, Netflix. They never let me down. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Hit me up. I'm going to I think I'm going to do a post on Instagram just to have kind of a post that, if you want to come and tell me what y'all thought about it or what your views of this series is or was, we'll have something to really comment under. So I'll definitely do a post on that. And lastly, what am I reading? So just in time for my trip, which I am very excited to, be able to bring this book along. It's called Dear Sister. It's a book featuring iconic Black women like, Sojourner Truth, Maya Angelou, Maxine Waters, Angela Davis, Nina Simone. It's a sacred collection of love, light, and liberation letters. This book was done and created by, I'm going to butcher this name, Hiawatha D, and that's Hiawatha, and Veronica Very. I'm definitely putting a link for you to purchase your own copy. This is something that you really, really should get for the woman in your life, whether sister, friend, coworker, someone that you just want to share uplifting words to. And while I'm at it, since I have it right here, let me just give you an idea of one of the people, one of my favorite people, by the way. So this is on page 159, and it's from Oprah Gail Winfrey, which I don't even know if I knew that her middle name was Gail, and having a best friend named Gail, I think that's kind of cool. Like, you know, you and your best friend name is Gail, or have the same. Anyway, whatever. So, again, this is page 159 from Dear Sister, and I hate reading out loud, so please don't mind me. You are responsible for your life. Step out on the history that is holding you back. Anything you can imagine, you can create. Listen to the rhythm of your own calling and follow that. When you undervalue what you do, the world will undervalue who you are. The biggest adventure you can ever take is to live the life of your dreams. Passion is energy. Feel the power that comes from focusing on what excites you. The key to realizing a dream is to focus not on success, but significance. And then even the small steps and little victories along your path will take on greater meaning. Surround yourself with only people who are going to lift you higher. Use your life to serve the world, and you will find that it also serves you. The reason I've been able to be so financially successful is my focus has never, ever for 1 minute been money. The more thankful I became, the more my bounty increased. That's because, for sure, what you focus on expands. When you focus on the goodness in life, you create more of it. I was once afraid of people saying, "Who does she think she is?" Now I have the courage to stand and say, "This is who I am." What I know for sure is this. You are built not to shrink down to less, but to blossom into more. To be more splendid, to be more extraordinary. Your life is speaking to you every day, all the time, and your job is to listen up and find the clues. Passion whispers to you through your feelings, beckoning you toward your highest good. How beautiful is that? And again, that's from Oprah Winfrey, media executive, actress, talk show host, television producer, and philanthropist. Born January 29th, 1954. That's good read. That's good read. So yeah, again, I really, truly recommend you pick up this book. It's amazing. I cannot wait to take this on a trip and read with, my plan is to have the ladies on the trip with me to Africa to read, a few pages throughout this trip, maybe not every day, but at some point during the trip, because it's always good to be inspired by your sisters. So I already know a few people who will be receiving this as Mother's Day gifts and birthday gifts. And this might be the gift of the year to all of the women that I love. So check that out. Again, I'll have the link in the show notes. And lastly, because I don't have an interview, I want to end this episode letting you know someone I think you should know for people I think you should know.
Yo, what up? This is Ben from the Jungle Brothers, and you are now listening to What's the Word Podcast.
Now, Erica Buddington, she is someone I definitely think you should know. I'm sure I've mentioned her before. She was my youngest daughter's 6th grade teacher. She is an amazing educator, screenwriter, public historian. I look forward to interviewing her soon. It's going to happen at some point this year. because she has a lot going on. I have a lot going on. Plus, I'm no longer in New York. She's in New York. She's been traveling everywhere. I've been traveling. Like, we're going to get it together, but it's going to happen. Trust me. Mark my words. So stay tuned for that. Her IG stories and her Twitter thread are dope. So I do recommend you follow her. It's at Erica Buddington, which is ERICABUDDINGTON. She is someone who you can learn from every day. Whether, it might be something Black history wise. It might be something regarding a book that you may need to pick up, or a Zoom meeting that's happening, really anything. But I wanted to share her and tell you about her because she is involved with the Order of Tents. Now, if you go to her IG page and check it out under her highlights, they also currently have a GoFundMe, and I'm going to link that in the show notes as well. But her highlights breaks down, what the Order of Tents is. So please stay tuned for that. I won't get into it because I do want that to be something she shares with us. But to kind of get familiar with it, please go to her IG. Yeah. Go now. Like, seriously. Also follow her because she is the founder of Langston League. Please do yourself a service. Follow her. Let her know I sent you. Yeah, that's really all I have for today's episode. I have to hurry up and get this to my producer, who's probably going to choke me because this is late. Although, at the end of the day, he's how I am. Like, this is your shit. So, if you don't want to be active with it and consistent and do what you need to do, I'm not going to force you. But so, please understand, I do really want to be bringing y'all a lot of nice, fun, exciting episodes, interviews. This is all new to me. I'm still, working out the kinks and, trying to get it down packed. And so I do a lot of research. I listen to a lot of other people podcasts. I talk to a lot of writers. I talk to a lot of people who speak a lot just so I can get kind of better at what I'm doing, because I really want to do this long term and bring y'all a lot of stuff that you may or may not be aware of. And so I'm transparent as well. So, I'm human. So I go through stress, depression, anxiety. It's just a lot. So anyway, and this is, again, the reason why I say, check on the people you love, and thank you to everyone who have been checking in on me, making sure I'm good, making sure the kids are straight, yeah. But anyway, follow my producer, Smiles, which is at Smiles, SMILESTF1. Hit him up for all of your musically based needs, beats, songs, productions, all of that good stuff. And as always, thank you for tuning in. And spread love. It's the Brooklyn Tie Way. Hey, it's Brooklyn Tie. At Brooklyn Tie NYC. And spread love. It's the Brooklyn Tie Way.